Hey there, everybody. What's up? It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, I haven't done one of these episodes in 2 days, I think. Mostly for good reason. 2 days ago, I think I've mentioned this. My mom came over to my house, and we had a lot of stuff to do. We had to kind of clean up my house, trying to wash out the last remaining smells of Sandy from my apartment. And we had to do some she also brought a bunch of photos and videos that we had of Sandy, and I'm going to put it all into a big video to honor Sandy's memory and her passing. But yeah, that was 2 days ago, as of the recording of this video officially. And well, I was going to do another recording yesterday, but unfortunately, with all the craziness that happened the previous day, I forgot to charge my camera. This camera in particular, the one that I'm currently holding. Not the phone, obviously, because I was still using the phone. But yeah, the camera just didn't have any battery in it. It's unfortunate, but these sort of things happen from time to time. In any case, so today, technically this is a Saturday. This video is probably going to go up on Sunday, but this is my excuse for not making any videos for the last couple of days. In any case, let's talk about the reason why you probably clicked on this video, Pokemon Go. As you can see, there's a Dwebble over there, and if you remember me, if you've been watching this show for a while, you know that I love Dwebble. I like Dwebble. It's a nice, good-looking Pokemon, a nice representation of a hermit crab mixed with a rock for some reason. Oof. And I like it. One thing never changes is the wind keeps being against me during these videos. It's really getting on my nerves. Hold on. Right, now that I'm finally out of this, that one area with all the wind in it, it's time to move on. Look, it's a Tepig. Nice Tepig. I like Tepig. Not a big fan of its evolutionary line, though. But, as I've said numerous times on these videos, Tepig is cute. It's a cute piglet Pokemon, but see, the thing is, Tepig is kind of a representation of actual pigs. They're really cute and adorable when they're little, but then they grow up to be ugly and very unsettling. Now, if you're into pigs and if you like pigs, then by all means have a pig as a pet. I mean, they're very high maintenance, but I mean, they're cute, I suppose. Pigs are cute, but they, like I said, they are very high maintenance, and I mean, I just about a week ago I buried my pet Sandy, and I don't want to talk about pets anymore. Why am I keep talking about pets? I watched the first How to Train Your Pet, the first Secret Life of Pets movie last night. Not really the best movie I've ever seen. Not really a movie I'm planning to revisit at any given time. But I mean, just made me miss Sandy even more. Anyways, going back to the main topic, let's talk about Pokemon. Now, for the last couple of weeks, we've had a couple of special events, namely Dragon Week, followed by Enigma Week. And now, guess I'm not close enough to visiting. Now, we have a new event, Unova Week, or Unova Week. Never really been 100% sure on how to pronounce the name of this region, the Unova region, Unova, Unova. Again, not 100% sure on the pronunciation, but I know that it's kind of supposed to be a sort of an acronym of United States of America, because get it? Unova. Anyways, as soon as I catch this Eevee, I really gotta learn to stop trying to catch random Pokemon while I'm trying to make a point. Specifically points that I need to show you guys in order to explain my point a little bit better. But never mind, I caught this Eevee with very much ease, and as you can see, there are a bunch of Pokemon that have been added to the game, and as you can see, they're black, meaning I haven't caught these Pokemon yet. Kind of a bummer though. One of these appears to be relatively close, but I kind of have to turn back. So let's put a marker on it and try to catch it. This is a Sewaddle. Sewaddle, one of the early root bug types introduced in Generation 5. I believe you can catch this thing in the first set of Unova games outside of Pinwheel Forest and obviously inside Pinwheel Forest, but yeah, Sewaddle is basically a little worm wrapped in some leaves. It evolves into a Sewaddle, which is kind of basically the same thing, except it took the leaves that it was wrapped up in and made it into a cocoon. And its final evolution is Leavanny. All three are grass and bug type, similar to Paras and Parasect. And Leavanny specifically is based on a leaf bug, which is basically a sort of a praying mantis that disguises itself like a leaf to avoid predators and sneak up on prey. Mostly sneak up on prey though. I'm not really sure how disguising yourself as a leaf would hide you from predators, because its main predators happen to be birds who use leaves and twigs to build their nests. So forget that remark. Forget what I said. It's mostly to sneak up on prey. In fact, praying mantises in general, their whole shtick is that they disguise themselves as leaves to sneak up on prey. That's why praying mantises are either green, like the leaves on trees, or brown, like the branches on trees. Leaf bugs just took this thing a little to the next level. Also, Leavanny is very, I'm not going to say very similar, but let's just call it a foreshadowing of the Gen 7 grass types, Fomantis and Lorantis, based on the Mantis Orchid. Now, this is Gen 7, so it's kind of a long way to go, but just to put in some extra context as I try to look for Sewaddle here, there is this thing called the orchid mantis, which is a praying mantis that literally disguises itself as an orchid, once again, in order to sneak up on prey. Now, the mantis orchid, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. It's an orchid that disguises itself as a praying mantis in order to keep away other insects from eating it, which is why Fomantis and Lorantis is pure grass type and not grass and bug, or bug and grass, which is a mistake that I've made before on my channel, and I don't intend to make it again. In any case, Sewaddle is now making its debut in Pokemon Go. It's one of those Pokemons that I kind of been wondering for a while, like, hey, excuse me, where is that Pokemon? And why hasn't it been added to the game just yet? Guess, now I finally got my answer, and, now Sewaddle is in the game. Now I'm almost at the location where, this random Sewaddle is supposed to be. And I do in fact intend to catch it. Now Sewaddle is just one out of several new Pokemon that have been added to Pokemon Go. As soon as I catch it, as I could move on to talking about the other Pokemon. Now, I do believe there are at least 2 new evolutionary families added to the game. I think. Hold on, trying to get away from this wind. Trying to find this little Sewaddle. Speaking of which, Ash Ketchum actually caught a Sewaddle in the anime, which very quickly evolved into a Swadloon during his battle against Berg, the bug-type gym leader of Unova. There's Sewaddle. Look at it. It's so cute. Obviously, I'm going to use a pineapple berry because I want to evolve this thing as soon as possible. And it's a 3-stage evolution. Hopefully, I can catch it. I'm using an Ultra Ball because I don't want to waste pineapple berries. That's literally the only reason I'm using an Ultra Ball. And there we go. I caught it, and Sewaddle has been added to the Pokédex. How nice! Yeah, it's a male, as you can see, even though Leavanny is very clearly a feminine Pokemon. It's very much a feminine looking, and it's more of a nerd. I believe it's officially in the Pokédex. I believe it's called the nurturing Pokemon, I think, but it's basically a very motherly type of a Pokemon that often makes clothes out of leaves for other Pokemon. Primarily other Sewaddles. So that's kind of the whole life cycle. The Leavanny makes clothes for the young Sewaddles to wear, and then over time the leaves become a part of their body as they evolve into a Swadloon, and then they kind of merged with the leaf clothes as they evolve into Leavanny and make clothes themselves to continue the life cycle of this Pokemon. It's a very interesting Pokemon, and very much a good representation of the circle of life in a way, where the old nurture the young, and then the young grow up and adapt that philosophy, and when they become the old, they nurture the next generation in their particular evolutionary line. Unlike some other animals, and I wouldn't be surprised if some other Pokemon that quite often eat their young, which is a common occurrence in nature. In any case, the other Pokemon that, as you can see, is now spread everywhere, and I believe there's one over there, and we can catch it pretty soon. Yes, this is a Cottonee. Hold on. As I was saying, Cottonee, the cotton Pokemon, I believe. Cottonee is, well, it was Cottonee in its evolved form, Whimsicott. Used to be grass and flying, similar to the Hoppip and Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff, that evolutionary line. But with the introduction of Gen 6, I believe both Cottonee and Whimsicott became grass and fairy. Not really 100% sure why. It's not really a Pokemon that I've been particularly interested in enough to check out their lore or anything, but yep, they're grass fairy, and Cottonee just straight up looks like a floating ball of cotton with leaves for ears, and it's a design choice that's pretty much intentional because it's the ears and the shape of its head kind of make it look like a sheep. Again, I haven't really checked out this Pokemon in detail. I'm not 100% sure why it's meant to be a sheep, but maybe it's just a play on the fact that sheep produces wool, which is then used for clothing, and cotton is pretty much the same. Cotton is also being used to make clothes. Again, maybe next episode I'll do my research and figure out why Cottonee and Whimsicott are actual sheep, but for right now I have no idea. And speaking of Whimsicott, Whimsicott just straight up looks like a tiny sheep fairy. I guess that's part of the inspiration. It really looks like a tiny sheep with this huge ball of cotton as its clothes, which helps it fly and levitate, I suppose. And there have been several instances in the Pokemon Enemy where Whimsicott was able to take off all of that cotton, sort of like taking off your clothes. Specifically in that episode was for the purposes of washing it and hanging it out for dry. Now, as soon as there it is! Cottonee! You can kind of see that it looks like a sheep, but, oops, damn it, I should have used the pineapple. Let's hope it's not. Yes. That little blunder almost would have made things harder for me. Well, let's use an Ultra Ball to make sure that I don't have to waste another. Damn it. Looks like I will. Oops. There we go. We made a nice little spin. I guess that's part of its animation now. And I caught it. Finally. Now let's just quickly view this thing. There it is. A Cottonee. There, see? Grass Fairy. And it evolves with 50 candy and a Sunstone, which makes sense because I believe you use a Sunstone to evolve it in the main series games. Now, I haven't said that earlier, but I've looked over at Sewaddle's thing earlier, and it evolves with 25 Sewaddle candies, and I'm assuming that a Swadloon evolves with 100 Sewaddle candies into Leavanny. Now, the reason why I always thought it was weird that Sewaddle and the whole of evolutionary line and Cottonee and Whimsicott weren't in Pokemon Go just yet, because they're basically counterparts, not version exclusives, not necessarily, but pretty much every game introduces, especially in the earlier routes, they introduce certain Pokemon that are sort of counterparts to each other, like the Beedrill line and the Butterfree line in Generation 1, or the Pidgeot line and Fearow line, that sort of a thing. So Leavanny, Sewaddle, Swadloon, and Leavanny were the counterparts to Venipede, Whirlipede, and Scolipede, which have been in the game for a very long time now. And Whimsicott and Cottonee are the version exclusives. Those are version exclusives, not counterparts. They are version exclusives to Petilil and Lilligant, the two plant Pokemon that also evolved using a Sunstone, and they were introduced a couple of weeks ago. Now, since Petilil and Lilligant weren't in the game for a very long time now, it made sense that Cottonee and Whimsicott aren't either. Now, as soon as Petilil and Lilligant were added to the game, it was kind of questionable to me as far as why are the counterparts not in the game yet. But now they are in the game, and we're one step closer to completing the Pokédex, which is nice. Not sure if we'll ever be able to complete the Pokédex, but it's one more Pokemon to catch and collect, so have fun with it. Anyways, let's see. As you can see, we're in Ultra Bonus Unlock, Part 3. I don't think I have... Nope. So, this is pretty nice. No new missions over here, unfortunately. But, let's just look at one more thing, and then I think it's enough context to end the episode on. Yep, about 20 minutes. So yeah, let's look at this. Hold on. News. As you can see, my Escavalier was defeated. So that's why I'm not really going out of my way to put Pokemon in gyms right now. Here we go. Oh, there's another thing. But we'll get to this one first. I haven't read it yet, so this will be my first time. Thank you, Pokemon Go Fest 2020 ticket holders, for completing this year's challenges. Not only did you stop Team Go Rocket's takeover of the event, but you also unlocked Unova Week for everyone. That's pretty much the same intro that was given to Dragon Week and Enigma Week. So let's move on. Unova Week will run from Friday, yesterday that is, to next Friday, August 21st. Sewaddle, Cottonee, Emolga, and Buffalant, all originally discovered in the Unova region, will be making their Pokemon Go debut. Buffalant will be appearing in New York City and its surrounding areas. Genesect will be in 5-star raids, and if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny one. You might also encounter a shiny Roggenrola, which is awesome, because I believe Gigalith is one of the best shinies in the game. And especially, definitely one of the better Unovan shinies, as a matter of fact. Let's see, due to technical issues that occurred during some of Pokemon Go Fest's habitat blocks, we're holding a global makeup event on August 16th from this hour to this hour, local time. During this makeup event, some Pokemon featured during Pokemon Go Fest will be appearing more frequently in the wild. Note that this makeup event will be available only to players who purchased a Pokemon Go Fest ticket, like myself. Features: Pokemon featured during the event, during the Pokemon Go Fest Fire, Water, and Friendship habitat hours will be appearing in the wild. Incense will be more effective at attracting the featured Pokemon, and certain featured Pokemon will appear only when attracted by incense. I believe August 16th is tomorrow, so watch out for that one. So don't forget to use an incense to encounter all sorts of Pokemon. Wow, that's a very long thing. There will be a special free box featuring 2 incense and 2 remote raid passes. That's awesome! Please note that players can claim this box only if they have fewer than 3 remote passes. I believe I only have 2, which is good, in their item bag. Gifts opened during the event can contain rare candies, which is awesome. Incense activated during the event will last for 1 hour. That's nothing new. Date and time, Sunday, blah blah blah. Wherever players who purchase the Pokemon Go tickets are in the world, 3 different habitats will be featured during this event, each lasting for 1 hour. Fire, Water, and Friendship. Thank you for your understanding. We appreciate your continued passion for Pokemon Go. Okay, that's awesome. I think that's easily the best read I've had on any of these episodes. So yeah, let's see what the new free box is. There's this daily box here that you can claim for free, and it has a few useful items. Nothing too much. I mean, you're not really getting a lot for a free box, which is understandable. Anyways, as I was saying, I completely forgot about Emolga. Emolga, one of the Pikachu clones that I've been complaining for a while that isn't in the game, because, you know, Plusle and Minun are in the game, and they're Pikachu clones, so why aren't any of the other Pikachu clones in the game, like Emolga and Pachirisu? Still kind of waiting on Pachirisu, but apparently Emolga has now been added to the game. Another very exciting thing, Genesect has now been added to the game, to 5-star raids. I believe this is the first mythical Pokemon and that was added to the game. 4 people are already battling. Okay, let's join the battle. I gotta get myself another Genesect, even though I already have one. But yeah, I already have one. But I mean, it's always good to have another Genesect. I believe 5 people should be enough, and pretty much all of us are using fire types, I would imagine, because Genesect is Bug and Steel, which means it only has one weakness, but that weakness is a 4 times weakness to fire. Okay, Heatran, Reshiram, Arcanine. Yeah, this looks good. I mean, we're doing very well. A lot of people have their legendaries. I don't have a legendary at the moment, but who cares? Oh no, this guy's tough. Glad I'm in here with a lot of other people. Okay, let's just flamethrower this guy before he takes out my Flareon. Good. I mean, we're almost at half HP with this guy, so I have no doubt that we'll be able to beat this guy. Oh, I completely forgot about my Entei. Entei is a legendary, and I have an Entei, which kind of joining the roster of legendaries. Now, I believe, as I started to mention, I believe Genesect is the first ever mythical that can be found at 5-star raids. I believe up until now, 5-star raids were primarily reserved to legendaries. Now, for those of you who are asking yourselves, what's the difference between a legendary and a mythical? A mythical is a legendary that you can only get through specific events. And they can't be obtained any other way. Now, specifically for Pokemon Go, these mythicals can only be obtained through the research, and only once. So, like Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Victini, all of these are mythicals that I have. But you can only get them once, in one specific event, and you can't get them in any other way. It used to be the same with Genesect, because Genesect is a mythical, but apparently not anymore. Apparently you can get Genesect throughout this entire week from 5-star raids, which is awesome. As you can see, I have now won, and I'm willing to catch myself for Genesect. It's not shiny, as you can see, but I didn't really count on it being shiny too much, because you know, just one raid. Gotta do a couple of raids to maybe hopefully find a shiny. Now, a shiny Genesect is completely red, mostly because of the Genesect movie, I believe. Genesect: The Legend Awakens, I think that's the name of the Genesect movie, that kind of teased Mega Evolutions right at the end of the at the very end of the black and white series of the Pokemon anime. It had Mewtwo in it, voiced by a female for the first time, I believe, in the Mewtwo's history, and it had and that Mewtwo was able to Mega Evolve into Mega Mewtwo Y, not Mega Mewtwo X, but it was still a nice tease for Mega Evolutions. As you can see, I caught this Genesect. I'm gonna have to obviously compare it with my other Genesect. So far, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's doing this, so that's always good. It's sort of a nod to the late great John Schnapp. But yeah, I'm gonna have to compare it with my other Genesect that I got from the event. But yeah, seems like a pretty good episode. I've missed these really good episodes. Let's see what else we won as a result of winning a raid. I guess we got 2 rewards. Let's see what this first Pokemon is. So it's a good one. Ooh, a Monferno! That's something I wasn't really expecting. It's nice. I I like a Manferno. I like a good Manferno. I think I've said this before, but the Unova starters are not the Unova starters. The Sinnoh starters are my favorite starters in the series. I just think they have the most thought put into them. Hopefully I can. Yep, I caught this Monferno. Let's check out what the other one is, and I think that'll be a good enough time to end this episode. Let's check this out. Hopefully I won't run into an Emolga, but then again, if I'll run into an Emolga, in some way I'll oh, a Kabuto. That's nice. Don't see that a lot. Don't see this Pokemon in the wild a lot. So yeah, if I'll encounter an Emolga through some other way, I'll activate the camera again. Now, as I've mentioned, Cottonee, Whimsicott, Sewaddle, Spadoon, and Levania are now in the game. Emolga is also in the game. Bouffalant is in the game technically, but it's only available in New York and its surrounding areas. So for those of you who live in New York, you're in luck because you can finally catch yourself a Bouffalant. There's another Sewaddle. How nice! And kind of makes sense that Bouffalant would be in New York because I believe it's based on an American bison, even though its name is literally derived from buffalo. But yeah, it's a very American Pokemon, so it makes sense that it'll be in the cultural capital of America, not the actual capital of America, but the cultural capital of America, New York. What else? Oh, I believe Ferrothorn can now be found in raids. Wasn't there before. It can only be obtained through field missions, but now it can be found in raids. And I think I already noticed a few of them earlier, but yeah, I believe they're gone now. Regardless, it's worth noting that you can now find... Sorry, did I say Ferrothorn? I meant Ferocid. Yeah, the pre-evolved form Ferocid. And if you can catch enough of these, you can evolve them into a Ferrothorn. So, and anything else? Yeah, Shiny Ruggenrola is now in the game, which is awesome. I believe its shiny is sort of a purplish body with light greenish blue for the hole in the middle, which some people think is Ruggenrola's eye. It's actually its ear. That's the one thing people keep getting wrong about this Pokemon. Anyways, this has been a very fun episode. Hopefully I won't have to bore you guys anymore with another part of this episode. But again, if I'll find myself an Emolga somewhere, I'll let you guys know. Until then, guys, see you guys tomorrow, and goodbye for now. Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.